when you begin meditating, you will find that your mind will have a tendency to wander away and become lost in thinking, planning, daydreaming, worrying, and you will forget about staying connected with your breathing. This is natural, and we are developing, strengthening the ability of the mind to naturally stay more connected, more present, and to wander away less and less. Your job is to return to the breathing, reconnect whenever you remember. And even if you're lost in thinking most of the time, it's fully enough to continue deepening and strengthening the concentration just by returning whenever you do remember. Here are a couple of techniques that you can experiment with and see if you find them helpful to stay connected more with your breathing. Some people really find these very helpful, and for other people, they don't help, or they actually feel like they're clumsy or in the way. So try it out, experiment, and use these techniques in the beginning of your meditation or as long as you wish if you find them useful. If not, just let them go and stay with the bare practice of just the feeling of your breathing. So the first technique is called mental noting, and it involves repeating mentally some word or maybe a simple phrase, nothing very complicated, that helps connect your mind with your breathing. So a common mental note would be with each in and out breath to repeat in, out, or breathing, breathing. Sometimes if people are connecting with their breathing at the belly, they might repeat rising, falling, or breathing, breathing. It doesn't matter what the mental note is. Pick anything. Keep it simple. Most of your attention is devoted to the experience of the breathing itself, but we're adding this in. It gives your mind a second thing to do that keeps it aimed or connecting with the main thing of the breath. So in, out, breathing, breathing. It's a light touch with the mental note. Again, most of your experience is the breath itself. So you can try that out and see if you find that's helpful. A second technique is working with a string of beads called a mala. And you pick any kind of beads. It does not have to be Buddhist meditation beads. It can be cosmetic jewelry. The size of the beads doesn't matter. How large or small the string of beads is doesn't matter. And it involves holding the beads between a thumb and any finger, your first index, middle, or ring finger. And with each in and out breath, you grab a bead and then pull it across the finger. And so it's an in breath. You move the thumb to grab a bead, and with the out breath, you pull the bead across the finger. And you can use that with the mental noting. In this case, we now have 3 things to occupy more of your mind, all in service of keeping the mind directed to the one thing of the breath. You've got the tactile experience of the beads, the mental note of in and out, and mostly connecting with the actual sensations, the experience of breathing itself. So again, give this a try. You will know if you feel like it works and helps you. Some people use one or both of these techniques in the beginning of the meditation session as your mind is settling. And then over time, once you begin to deepen and drop into the meditation, as the samadhi starts to grow, you may feel that later in the meditation session, you no longer use or need either of these techniques. Or you may find you like to stay with them and you can continue to use these as long and as often as you wish.